His Grace Harilila Prabhu. Yes, let's welcome him as Prabhu sir. Thank you. Harilila Prabhu spoke on the day of Janmashtami. He gave the Srimad Bhagavatam class and he also spoke on the occasion of Balaram Jayanti. It's Prabhu's first visit to Canada. Just a little bit of background about Harilila Prabhu. He's been practicing the Bhakti tradition for over 25 years. He was introduced to Krishna consciousness process back in the Middle East. Along with his family, he took up to this process. And in the year 2011, he decided to leave his material job and move to Mayapur, where he currently serves along with his wife and son. Prabhu has taken up many projects over the years, some of them which includes speaking and building communities on the weekends, organizing weekend retreats. He's also famously known for his drama and plays. He's a very spontaneous devotee who can put together lots of skits and fun dramas together for kids, adults, and youth. In the last few years, he's been focusing on a very important project at Mayapur, which is the community hospital. So for those of you who might have been to Mayapur, there is no hospital there. And under the direction of Prabhu and along with many other devotees, Mayapur is in the process of getting its first community hospital. And that is one of the projects being led by Prabhu. It's a big endeavor since there are many devotees living and serving at Mayapur without proper access to hospital, because the nearest city, Kolkata, is about a few hours away, and this is one of the projects that he's taking up in his shoulder. So today's presentation is going to be on Nanda, and he's also going to be speaking a little bit about the hospital project and how we can all support. So please join me in welcoming Harilila Prabhu for this wonderful Sunday discussion.
Sunday evening to the Toronto temple, and we are in a very jubilant mood. You know why? Because Krishna has already arrived. Harilila! So now it's time for celebration. Now it's celebration time because Krishna is already born. He's in Nanda Maharaj's house. Krishna has arrived in Vrindavan. So everybody is so happy in Vrindavan. So they are all singing Nanda Dula Nanda Mayo Jai Kannaya Lal Ki. Nanda Dula Nanda Mayo Jai Kannaya Lal Ki. Aati Goda Pal Ki. Aati Goda Pal Ki. Nanda Dula Nanda Mayo. So everybody is so happy in Vrindavan, and everybody is so happy that Krishna has finally come to Vrindavan, and Nanda Maharaj is especially so happy. What he did, when he became so happy, in order to show his happiness, he simply gave 2 million cows in charity. How much? 2 million cows he gave in charity to the Brahmanas. And then, not simply cows, he put golden covers on their horns. He put silken cloth on top of them, and then he decorated them with garlands and ornaments and so many things. And then he gave so many cows in charity. Take it, take it, take it. So many Brahmanas came. All the Brahmanas he gave. Okay, take. And then when the Brahmanas came, they were chanting so many nice Vedic mantras. And they were blessing the child. and they were chanting nice mantras, so many different Vedic mantras they were chanting. Somebody was chanting Purushashukta, Om Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapad Sabhumim Visvato Vidva Atyatishtat Sangulam. Somebody was chanting Shishukta, Hiranyavarnam Harinim Suvarnarajatasrajam Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Mahavaha. Like this, there were so many different type of mantras being chanted, and then everybody was blessing. So many people are blessing. They're coming and blessing. Oh Krishna, oh this boy, he looks so beautiful. Oh, he looks such a blue color. Oh, so cute baby. They were coming and blessing him, and they were giving so many gifts. And then when the news came that Yashoda finally had her male child, because for a long time Yashoda did not have child, and everyone was waiting when Yashoda is going to have child, when Yashoda is going to have child. When in the Nanda Maharaj in Gokula, everybody knew that Yashoda has given birth to a child. All the ladies, they decorated themselves so nicely with so many ornaments, pearls and so many different things, new dress, new sari, and they were dangling earrings, everything, and they put so many of bangles. And they were all talking to each other, chit-chatting, Yashoda has got a son, now Nanda Maharaj has got a son, that guy will rule all of us, let's go and see him, let's take some presents. Somebody took butter, somebody took curd, somebody took milk, somebody took so many other things, someone was taking chandan, someone was taking turmeric, so many people taking so many auspicious things, somebody took grains, and then they were all going to Nanda Maharaj's house in big line. They all went to Nanda Maharaj's house and they were giving, take, and then they went to saw Krishna. They saw Krishna, hey, oh, he is son of Nanda, he is the prince of Raja, he is the king of Raja, he is going to rule us. And then they were blessing him, oh son of Nanda, let you become big and rule us. We are so happy to see you. Then they went. All the men came and they carried so many presents. The men put colorful turbans on their head. They were all tying turbans saying that, oh, today is most auspicious day. Nanda Maharaj has had his son. We should go and see him. We should take care of him. We should protect him. We should make sure that he grows to a strong boy, that he can, tackle all the bulls and cows and so many things. So they all put so many nice turbans on their head and they walked to Nanda Maharaj's house, and then they went and saw Krishna, and they were so happy to see Krishna. And then what one person did, he was so happy. They were all dancing. Nanda Dula Nanda Mayo Jai Kannaya Lal Ki, Jai Kannaya Lal Ki, Happy Goda Pal Ki. They were all dancing. And then one person in ecstasy, he took so much of yogurt and then he threw it on somebody. And then the other person, he saw, hey, you're throwing yogurt at me, I'm going to throw butter at you. So he took so much of butter and he started throwing butter on him. Then other person said, what yogurt and butter? I'm going to throw milk on everybody. So somebody was throwing milk on everybody. So many people now, suddenly they were all throwing milk, butter, yogurt, ghee, and so many things they're throwing on each other and they're playing. And they were all dancing in ecstasy, and such a nice scene to see. And Nanda Maharaj was so happy and satisfied seeing this. And then he called all the Brahmanas, he gave them various type of charity for the Brahmanas, and then he told the Brahmanas, please come and bless my son. And then there were different types of people. There are three types of people called Suta, Madada and Vandi. What is their job? Their job is to actually eulogize and then to recite the whole history of great kings and dynasties in which the Supreme Personality of God has appeared. So these people came, and then they were the bards. They were actually singing about the glories of Nanda Maharaj, his dynasty, and they were singing about the Supreme Lord, and they were glorifying everybody. And then they came, and then they took so many presents from Nanda Maharaj, and then they went. The Brahmanas came, they gave so many blessings, and they performed so many samskaras which is to be performed for a new child, and then they were very happy. Then they went away. So like that, Nanda Maharaj celebrated Nandotsav in a very, very grand manner. And after celebrating Nandotsav, Nanda Maharaj collected all his men, and then he went to Mathura to pay taxes to Kamsa, because Kamsa is the king, and now there's a new child in the home. So now, as part of celebration, they want to give to the government also. So therefore, he took so many different items, and then he went to pay tax to Kamsa. There he met Vasudeva. And Vasudeva and Nanda, they were talking to each other. They were half brothers, Vasudeva and Nanda. They had same father. So they were talking to each other. And Vasudeva told Nanda that, yeah, it's very good that you have come here, but I am not very comfortable that you are here because, you know, in Gokula, this Kamsa is making so many different designs. Probably he will try to cause so much of trouble there. So you should quickly go back and you should make sure that your son is very safe. And then you make sure that nobody is making any harm for him. So then Nanda also thought, oh, it's correct, maybe Kamsa will do something, so I should go back. So he went back and then he saw that in house Krishna was very safe and everybody was safe. So this way there's fine description in Bhagavatam of how Nandotsava was celebrated. Now coming on a little bit of philosophy of why this culture of giving is there. When something happens auspicious, then in Vedic culture, there's so much of charity is given by the householders. So why this culture of giving is there? This is something very important to understand. Because normally in household life, we are going through a lot of difficulty to earn money. Everybody, even those times and now, everybody, they're going through a lot of difficulty to earn money. When you go through a lot of difficulty to get something, it is natural that you get attached to it. Because you have gone through so much difficulty to get it. So naturally some attachment comes to what you have gone through difficulty to get it. And when you become attached to wealth, especially for householder, when the householder becomes attached to wealth, then that attachment to wealth becomes that trap for the householder to simply remain in this material world. It becomes like a knot in the heart. In Bhagavatam it is said, Pumsa Striya Maituni Bhavameka Tayor Vido Hridaya Granti Mahuru Ata Driha Kshetra Sutapta Vittay Janasya Mohoyam Aham Mameti. It's a very nice sloka. It says that a man and woman get attracted to each other. Pumsa Striya Maituni Bhavameka Tayor Vido Hridaya Granti Mahuru. That attraction causes the knot in the heart between the man and woman. That Hridaya Granti means knot in the heart. And that knot expands as Ata Griha Kshetra Suta Apta Vittaya. Then they immediately want one house, Griha, and then they want some paraphernalia to work with Kshetra. And then they get so many relatives with whom they interact. And they have children, Suta and Apta. And then they want car, they want 1 car, 2 car, 3 cars, then they want bike, they want cycle, they want this, they want that. Vittaya, so many different things, sofa, decoration, so many things. All these things become an attachment and then the person starts thinking in terms of I, me and mine. Then, Janasya Mohoyam, he becomes confused. He starts thinking in terms of I, me and mine. So that attachment which is caused by the wealth, in order to get purified from attachment, then it is recommended that those who are householders, they should give charity. Sukadeva Goswami explains to Parikshit Maharaj how different things are purified. He says, O king, by the passing of time, the land and material possessions are purified. By bathing, the body is purified. And being cleansed, an unclean thing is purified. By purificatory ceremonies, birth is purified. This is very important for householders to know that when a child is born, then there are different ceremonies for purifying the child. Immediately after birth, we should do Jata Karma. That's one ceremony called Jata Karma, which is cutting of the umbilical cord and then chanting some mantras to purify the child's birth. After that, there is Namakarana, then there is the ear piercing ceremony, then there is a ceremony to remove the hair, and then there is a ceremony for putting Upanayana. So like that, there are 16 type of purificatory ceremonies which are there in a human life. They are called Shodasha Samskaras. And these purificatory ceremonies, when they are performed very systematically, then the child has a proper consciousness when he grows up into a young man, and he is completely God conscious, Krishna conscious. So therefore, it is said in the Shastra, Janmana Jayate Shudraha, that by birth everyone is unclean. samskara dvijaha. By performing the different samskaras, one becomes brahmanical, means one comes to mode of goodness. One understands what is God and how to relate with God and how to live a proper, responsible human life. So therefore, the samskaras or the purificatory ceremonies, they are considered very, very important in the Vedic system. And the samskaras need to be performed. That's what Yasuda Goswami is telling. By purificatory ceremonies, birth is purified. By austerity, senses are purified. When one takes some austerity, like today's Ekadashi, and many of us are fasting from grains and beans. It's an austerity. Every day we eat grains and beans. But on Ekadashi day, we are recommended to fast from grains and beans because on Ekadashi day, we should eat less and then think more how to serve God. Ekadashi is a very special day, like today. It's Ekadashi day, it's a very special day. On this day, we are given the opportunity to think more how to do some service to Krishna, how to purify ourselves, how to engage in devotional activities. So therefore, we simplify eating. This is one type of austerity. There are many different types of austerities, but these austerities are meant to purify the senses. And then by worship and charity offered to the Brahmanas, material possessions are purified. It's very important to understand this. When we offer something to the Brahmanas, when we offer something to the right cause, when we offer something to qualified people, there are three considerations in making any offering. They are Kala, Desha and Patra. There's time, there's Kala, there's place, the Desha and Patra. Patra means the person who is receiving that offering. When all the three are auspicious, when Kala, Desha and Patra are auspicious, then such offering not only purifies us, but also it comes back in many-fold to us. So therefore, worship and charity offered to the Brahmanas, it purifies the material possession. By satisfaction, mind is purified. By self-realization or Krishna consciousness, the soul is purified. So these are the different ways of purifying. So on this wonderful day, which is the day where we are celebrating Nandotsav, we can also take part in the same culture of giving, by giving to various projects which Toronto Temple has. We are getting Bhadra Purnima, a very auspicious time. You could donate Bhagavatam during Bhadra Purnima. That's a very nice thing to do. So there are many opportunities to donate to different things, and I'm also bringing one opportunity for all of you where you could actually donate something for the Mayapur hospital. Just now Prabhu announced that we are doing a hospital in Mayapur, and it's a very important project because there are so many people in Mayapur and so many people are always coming to Mayapur. It's very important to have a proper hospital there. Also, there are many devotees living there who are missionaries, who are actually doing nice missionary work for the sake of the humanity. So those people, they don't have so much facility. So therefore, they all need a good hospital for them to serve. There are many Prabhupada disciples who are living in Mayapur, about more than 40-50 Prabhupada disciples, and also many devotees from all over the world. They would like to come and leave their body in Mayapur. So for them also they need some facility. So therefore, we are trying to make a nice 100-bed facility in Mayapur to serve the poor people there, the Dhamvasis there, those who reside there, and also for the devotees. There are many missionary mutts there, Gaudiya mutts, where there are sannyasis and brahmacharis living for them. And also for visiting devotees. When you come to Mayapur, when all of you come to Mayapur, then suppose you have a health problem, then you may also need some facility. So therefore we are trying to make a nice facility there. So I have a small presentation to share with you, just to show what is happening there now and what can be done. Just take 5 minutes, 10 minutes to see this presentation. Plus there are some flyers which are being handed out to you. So please go through these flyers. You can make any contribution which you like to make. It's not necessary that you should give money today. You are only expected to make a pledge today. You just take a pledge that you will give money, and whatever you want to give, you can give. There are some options there, but you want to give more than what is specified, you are most welcome to give. But you want to give less than what is specified, then also you are most welcome to give. You can give whatever you want to give, whatever you are comfortable with. You can give for the Mayapur Hospital project. And it will be given to the ISKCON Toronto Temple. So the donation will be made to ISKCON Toronto Temple, and you will get a tax receipt for the donation which you make. So that you can also get a tax benefit here locally. And then from Toronto, we will transfer it to Mayapur. So that's the arrangement we have. We are very thankful to ISKCON Toronto for agreeing for this arrangement to benefit all the donors. So now I have a small presentation, I will show it to you. So this is our hospital, Mayapur Hospital project. We are trying to build a future where everyone gets a hope for healing. That's our idea, that we should care for everybody who is living there, who comes there. And this is a quote from Chanakya Nindi. Chanakya is a great politician, Pandit, who lived in India, and he has explained so many different things. And one of the things he says that do not stay for a single day where there are not these five persons: a wealthy man, an expert Brahmin, a king, a river, and a physician. So these are considered the basic requirements for human habitation. And then in Mayapur, we have Nanda, the best of rivers. It said in Bhagavatam that the best of flowing rivers is Nanda. And also in Mayapur, we have Shishinada Madhava, our deities in Mayapur. Radharani is the source of all Lakshmis. She is the source of all riches. And Madhava is the king of Mayapur. He rules Mayapur. He is the king of Mayapur. And then, in Mayapur, we have the best of Brahmanas. All the great saintly people who are living there, Prabhupada disciples. Hi, how are you? He wants to make a donation. That's why he came. Probably his father will make it. And then, in Mayapur, we have more than 1 lakh devotees visiting Mayapur every year from all over the world. There's not only people visiting Mayapur, we have more than 7,500 devotees living in Mayapur from more than 70 countries. This is Mayapur's population. We have many Prabhupada disciples living there, more than 30 Prabhupada disciples who are living there. And we also have a huge amount of rural population living in Mayapur who don't have access to proper health care. Poor people who come there every day who don't have access to proper health care. So therefore, the need is that we should have a proper hospital in Mayapur to care for everyone, the visitors, the residents, and the local population, everybody. So we have a very small hospital now, a 10-bed hospital, which has these different facilities. Especially we are doing free CT scan for everybody, and then we are doing many free services to people in Mayapur. I have a small video which actually shows some of the cases. So this lady basically, the script is in Bengali, so this lady, she basically came with so many dental related issues. face, it was like a football. And then she was not getting treated anywhere. Then she came. And there's another lady whose mother got treated in Mayapur. Very poor lady. Those who came to Mayapur, they know there's a place called Rajapur. She's living there with her mother. And she's saying how her mother was having so many problems with the stomach. And nobody was able to treat them. And then they didn't have money to go to the hospital. And finally we treated her. And now she's all right. So this person actually is a total driver. This person is a total driver. And he came some patient, he brought some patient to the hospital, but he himself was having a problem with his throat. There was a lymphoma. There was a flesh growth in his throat, and that had to be operated. And he went to government hospital, they refused. He went to private hospitals, somebody told him, if you operate on the throat, you can't speak. Your speech will go away. He was so much afraid. And finally our doctor, he told him everything, what is wrong with him, how it is safe for him to go through the operation. And then we just took some 1,000 rupees from him, nominal money, and then we did the whole operation. He is so satisfied with what happened to him. He's actually saying that we never knew that Mayapur would have such a facility. You're saying that this person, this doctor is Bhagavan doctor, you're saying. You're saying that this doctor was sent by God for me to help. So, like this, there are many cases. So, then we also have proper disciples, sannyasis coming and taking treatment there. So, therefore, we are actually building a new 100-bed hospital in Mayapur. So, this is the status of the building. The structure is already complete, and this is how the building will look when it is completed. So, this is the ground floor. It has many facilities like CT scan and all those things, MRI, USG, and this is the first floor with many general wards, dialysis section, etc. The second floor with operation theatre and other ICU and HDU and so many things. So these are all the facilities, and these are the different people who came to bless our hospital. So this is what we have been doing so far in Mayapur. We are doing free medical camps. We are giving subsidies to patients. We are actually doing 24/7 service. So we have different plans to make the project. So now our main appeal to all of you is the project is about 15 million project, 15 million Canadian dollars. Our main appeal to all of you is that please support for the free treatment of those people who need. So we have given some brochures, we have given some flyers out. You can see, and we are also present here with the brochures and flyers. He's there, and Mataji will be there. If you want to come this way, come sir. If you want to take some flyers from there, if you don't have it, you can come and get it from there. You can make a pledge, you can make a donation today, most auspicious day, and you can make the donation for the most auspicious cause. We are actually seeing how during the Nanda show, people are throwing in butter and milk and ghee and everything with each other. Now we don't have to throw butter, ghee and milk, we can just sign some pledge forms. So that's the most auspicious thing to do. You can come happily give whatever you want to give. So I humbly request all of you, please take this opportunity to serve Srila Mayapur. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nanda Utsav ki, Mayapur Dham ki, Toronto Temple ki, Go Premanande.
Thank you very much, Harilila Prabhu. That shows some appreciation for the project that is working on all the way from Mayapur. As Prabhu mentioned, we are looking for support from any of you who might be interested. Please do feel free to come forward to speak with Harilila Prabhu and his team of devotees. They'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you all once again for your attention. And as I did announce earlier, we are going to be having an extended program today. So there will be an Abhishek that will start in about 5 minutes. Before that, we have some quick announcements, which I'll try to go over as quickly as possible. We have 4 donors support for today's Sunday feast. 2 anonymous donors. One of them is donating on the occasion of his father's 65th birthday. The father's name is PRABHU, and another donor is celebrating after getting a PR Canadian visa over here. And we have Satish Chopra, who is donating for today's Sunday feast, and Vijay Lakshmi, who is celebrating her birthday. So for all 4 of these wonderful devotees and their family, we're going to chant the Hare Krishna mantra twice. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We really appreciate the support from all these donors, and if you are here, please feel free to visit the front desk to collect your gift. As you all know, this past week we celebrated Sri Krishna Janmashtami Mahotsav, and we had Srila Prabhupada's Vyas Puja on Thursday.